doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
Man, this is crazy. I just realized Doughboy Clay is in the building.
Oh man, love.
It was happening, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
love.
bro. You know how big of a fan I am of your music,
Man,
bro.
I'm a fan of you. And I wish at this point I wish you start doing videos about me like you did Cash Down.
I did make a video. You didn't see the song I did, Grind to Shine. I put a video and I used your part, man. You got to pay attention to my content, man.
I'm mad I missed it. I would have reposted it 1,000 times.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Well, now we got to talk about that. Today, right before you got here, you lost your Instagram page.
Man, an hour ago, bro. They did, man. Some dude eating a bag of chips. He looked like he from Pakistan, or I ain't gonna even say that. He looked like he's Indian somewhere.
Yeah.
Frito-Lays, man. Yeah, just feel some type of way, dude. Just hurt my feelings.
So how did it happen?
Man, to be honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was on Instagram for like 2 seconds. I get a phone call. I'm talking on the phone. I go in the house. I come back out. I ain't even go. I go in the house. I go back on the gram, and I can't log in. So I try to type my name, all my password information in, and this guy pops up. I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse my French. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, you can cuss.
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, man, I can't believe what the fuck is going on? I call bro instantly. I say, bro, man, try to log into my page for me real quick. You know, my brother the only one that got access to my shit for real. So, because that's not only my brother, my manager as well. So whatever I don't see, he catch. So he tried to log in. It done logged him out of all the accounts that we got. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, somebody done got me instantly. So now I'm going through the whole trying to get my page back, going through the hitting emails and trying to figure out how they got in. Man, it's just too much, man. Yeah. But the dude literally didn't delete it. He done deleted everything, my pictures. He done deleted all of my contact info. Man. He done deleted my name. He actually owns the account for this time being.
Man.
No cap.
Yeah. You got to once you get in contact with Instagram, they always sort it out. Like,
yeah, man. Mark Zuckerberg, man. Mark Zuckerberg, man. This is how I feed my family, man.
Get it back for real.
I need it.
Nick, do you want to adjust his microphone real quick? I noticed he's turning past the microphone.
Oh, you need me to?
He's going to adjust it for you. I do want to shout out Moneyball Sportswear that's sponsoring this episode. They heard Doughboy Clay is going to be in the building.
Oh, man. Moneyball. Hey, what's it called?
Moneyball Sportswear.
Moneyball Sportswear, man. What's up, man? Shout out to y'all. I need some clothes, man. Come on, put me. I wear all the drip, man.
Yeah,
especially if it's Detroit.
I got some stuff that they gave me. I'll give you some stuff. They got me some socks and stuff. I'll give you some socks.
For sure. I'm gonna be wearing it in the next video.
Feel me?
Whatever.
Yeah, I love it. People don't realize it, man. I wear. When people give me hoodies and stuff, I wear that more than I'm gonna wear a shirt from Gucci or anything.
Literally,
because you gave that to me. Like,
it's personal.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? It's personal. I wear everything Detroit on for real, bro. No? So shout out to Culture Currency, Dream Rich, with Drurio. Man, it's a bunch of clothing lines, bro. That's pretty much all I wear, bro. I don't wear nothing. I'm not I ain't gonna sit here and say a fashion guru, but I don't really care for Gucci or Louis. I do that for, you know, just because that's what people want to see sometimes. But other than that, I'd rather wear black-owned Detroit stuff, or if it's Detroit, period, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm the same type of time, man.
And I feel like they can relate more. It's just our culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so that's a big thing for me.
Well, you're man. I mean, everybody, when we talk about Detroit culture, Doughboyz Cashout, you guys, man, the music scene, you guys are never not mentioned. It's always a mention of Doughboyz Cashout.
I mean, they got to. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like the pioneers, and it's all love. We appreciate it too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me get this on the mic. I'm the first person in the city to have everybody singing, period. Well, my generation, I say that. Yeah. In my generation, when it comes down to the urban music of the city, I'm the first person, period, hands down. They can't take that from me.
Now, we're talking about Detroit music or music in general?
Detroit music.
Detroit
okay. Music on our genre of music. We ain't talking about street lords, none of that. We talking about our generation of music and those that came pretty much after us type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I definitely play a big factor and a big part in that. Just point blank, period.
For sure. I mean, let's tell the story, man, because, I mean, Doughboyz Cashout, like we said, that's the group that you are a part of.
There you go.
Doughboyz Cashout was one of the biggest music groups, and it still is a very relevant music group that was founded in Detroit, and it's recognized as one of the most successful groups in Detroit history. Now, let's rewind to, like, a little bit at the beginning, though. Let's talk about you. Were you born in Detroit?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Detroit. Grew up on 7 Mile. that's been my whole life. But originally, I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, bro. I started off in the world at 14. You know what I'm saying? I had both of my parents. I didn't have no reason to really be in the streets, keep it a buck. You feel what I'm saying? But I ended up going that way. That's just what it was. And you know what I'm saying? I started off youngest of the Yachty boys. You know what I'm saying? We was snatching glasses around here. That's what we was known for. You feel me? If you heard what, you better move out the way. And 9 times out of 10, you was either about to be a lick or you was about to get beat up. One of the two. But you know, that's how I started off. And then, of course, you know, like we was one of the original groups for like having different, like, so everybody's from different areas. Yachty had people from 7 Mile, 6 Mile, I-75, East Side, Mac, the Projects, Brewsters. Like, we just had people from everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like how, I ain't gonna necessarily say Doughboyz was founded, but Doughboyz all had their own, you know, area where they pretty much controlled the environment where they was at, you know what I'm saying? So, like me and Keith is from 7 Mile, you know, and majority of us is family. You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, a lot of the Doughboyz Cashout is family. Like, you got Kid and Chaz, they're brothers. Pay, Chaz, and Kid grew up together, so technically speaking, they're really related. You know what I'm saying? Scooch, Chef Tony, related. Darko, Rob, they're not related, but they grew up together. So all of us, or Roc is my blood nephew. Okay. That's crazy as well, you know what I'm saying? It's so many, Dre and Josh, long live Josh. We all are family members and are related somehow, some way, and we all just connected at some point in time of our life. Majority of the Doughboyz Cashout went to elementary school and grew up together from there, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, or just grew up in the hood together and literally has blossomed since then.
When you're talking about the Doughboyz, the way that you're talking about the Doughboyz, it goes beyond just the music group, right?
Oh, it's way deeper than music. Yeah, it's way deeper than music, man. It's really a brotherhood. It's really a family. It's so much that goes on that the world would never know, and that's just what it is. That's pretty much how we operate and how we move. It's a real family, bro. It's deeper than just music. You know what I'm saying? We've never been the type of people to post our business on Instagram. We never been no social media group for real, unless it's pertaining to music. You know what I'm saying? If anything was leaked publicly, that's just what it was, and we just had to deal with it that way. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of the time, it's a lot of stuff that the world don't know. Yeah. And that's just what it is, you know?
No, yeah, there's a fascination behind it. When a lot of people talk about you guys, they say that you guys represented what being a Detroiter was.
Bingo. We did our best. And we still doing our best, you know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of everybody that came up after us, or, you know, before us, because before us is what taught us the way as well. But everybody that's out, they still holding the legacy down, man. I'm like Sada, like, you know what I'm saying? Vezo, Peasy, they doing their thing, bro. Like,
well, even outside of the music tip, people would say that the way you guys dressed, the way you guys acted, the way you guys moved would represent how they felt as just being a standard, just being a civilian. Bingo. Just a regular civilian. Bingo. Like, that's me. But he's rapping.
They wasn't lying, though. They wasn't lying, though. You know what I'm saying? It was just a fascination. Buffs. You know what I'm saying? Buffs, the Owl Sign Coast, Maurice, Prada. You know what I'm saying? We kids, man. We 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. Got $4,500 on worth of clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The average kid today now, is more fascinating because now it's more out in the open. But back then, come on now. Yeah. You 15, 16 years old, nigga, you got $2,000 worth of glasses on your face. They ain't even talking about the watch or the hour sign, what was it, Nietzsche, and I mean, and I didn't even take it. You could scratch that out. Joe Jeans, 7 Jeans, True Religion. Man, it was so much. It was so much that we was doing back then as kids, man. Prada, I swear, I don't think Pay or Keith missed a Prada in life. Man. You know what I'm saying? I think they had every color. We can't even fathom to even burnt orange. I think they had that color. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah. You know, we've always been fly. We always been some go-getting, for lack of better words at the time, young niggas. You feel what I'm saying? We was always them guys to stunt and ball and just represent Detroit in the best way possible. And, you know, that's just what it was.
Yeah, when people talk about that time, there was a lot of people making money for themselves, living that lifestyle you guys were living, but you guys put it into rap music now.
Facts.
You were one of the guys that said, hey, we're doing it, now we're going to talk about it and put it out there.
Facts. And
that's how you can kind of get the message out of what's going on exactly, right?
Yeah, we had to tell our side. We had to tell, and you got to remember back then, it wasn't no social media, so what other better way to tell when you hated by the whole city? You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to tell somebody we hated out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we winning. We winning, we doing our thing. It was like we hated by the whole city. And we just took advantage of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was a beautiful thing. And it's so crazy. Shout out to everybody we used to beef with. Shit, it's all love now. We 30, 40 years old, you know, so.
Yeah.
And it ain't no smoke no more. Say it that way.
When the beefs are happening and stuff like that, and you're in the midst of it, and people can say whatever they want to say about what the situation is. It could be accurate, inaccurate, everything like that. Mm-hmm. Does it make it harder to enjoy the success and enjoy what's going on around you?
If you beefing, I don't think nobody in the right mind, if you really in the world, I don't think nobody in their right mind gonna have a sense of peace or to really enjoy it. I think you're gonna always look over your shoulder. It's not, especially if it's blood spilled behind it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're gonna ever really, truly, fully enjoy your success. Because at some point, you're gonna constantly look over your shoulder. You're gonna constantly worry if the person next to you is an enemy. Did your homeboy get paid off to, you know what I'm saying, put you in the blender? Whatever the situation is, there's so many variables to it. I just feel like you can have a million security, bro. Anybody can get touched in this world. You feel me? So that's what I feel, me personally.
Right.
You know, so I feel like if a person, no matter how successful you are, especially in a rap game, man, you just seeing how they doing everybody right now. Like what's the one guy from Florida? He was a snitch or something. He didn't turn out to be a snitch. Whatever.
You talking about Gunner?
No, not Gunner. That's
people.
Atlanta.
I'm seeing these people around. Oh,
yeah,
like sure.
what's Rich something. Rich something. He turned out to be a snitch, but it's coming from, you know, a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend that turned out to be a snake, and now you just screwed. You feel me? Like, it's just too much to it, man. You know?
Yeah. And even in the, you know, when I was talking to Big Herc, Rock Bottom and stuff, like, it's always interesting how it starts. Like, there's always like Tupac and Biggie, right? And then Street Lords, and then, you know, Rock Bottom, and then Team Eastside and Doughboyz Cashout. It's like, how the hell does that happen, right? Like, how is there always a other side? Like, how is there always like it's this side versus this side or something like that happening?
Me personally, I feel, to be honest, I really feel it's just an environment, bro. Like, it's not just, and it's so crazy, it don't just fall just here in Detroit. You feel what I'm saying? It goes everywhere. It's two sides when you go to Baton Rouge. It's two sides when you go to New York. It's two sides when you go Cali. You know what I'm saying? That's just the environment of what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy when it comes to Detroit. A lot of them actually get money together. You know, like, you know, I'm not speaking on nobody's situation, but shout out to the Street Lords, shout out to the Shut Up Boys and all that. Whatever their situation was, they got money together at a point in time. Whatever had caused them to go their separate ways, that, you know, that's just what it was, you know. But even Rock Bottom, same thing. You know, they all was getting money at a point in time together. You know, they all did business together. You know, so whatever caused them to part ways, it's just when you're dealing with a bunch of people at one time, I think, you know, that plays a part with, you know, issues that come along, you know, in my opinion, you know, because we are different and everybody have their own feelings when it comes to certain things, you know. Oh,
for sure. That's a good outlook on it, on that. Talk about the beginning for you. So being in the Doughboyz Cashout, prior to that, you're a Doughboy yourself. Yeah, like, you're living that lifestyle. You're getting into it. Now, I talked to Doughboy Wee. He talked about the formation of the group, how, you know, Kid, Payroll. You guys were kind of introduced a little bit later into the group.
Technically speaking, no.
Okay.
So we was actually, he spoke facts. I was never introduced later.
Oh, okay.
Technically speaking, Doughboyz Cashout was founded at a Pizza Hut. Doughboyz Cashout is 2 cliques. It was originally 2 groups that linked to one. When you get deeper into it, it was two groups of kids at the time that was hated by the rest of the city. that's the real source of everything. Like it was two groups that was really hated by the rest of the city, and because it was so much history within a few people, that's what caused us to combine and become one.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? At a point in time, it was two cash outs. It was always one Doughboyz, but it was two cash outs. It was a Southfield cash out, and it was a Corm, which is Doughboyz Cashout Rich Niggas, which is Doughboyz Cashout. You feel what I'm saying? But it was hated. We was hated at a point in time. It was complete hatred. So, you know, that's how we end up linking, and from there, it's just been a great success. You feel me?
What's this pizza meeting all about? How does that happen?
Ah, man, Mafia. Only thing I can say is for pretty much the meeting was, you know, at the time it was just like, all right, y'all hate it, we hate it. Y'all do music, we doing music. Come on, man, let's make this work. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And we also was one of the first cliques of the city to make a Cartier song. Bought a new pair of Cartiers, had to flood them with ice. New pair of Cartiers, had to flood them with ice. And it's so crazy at the time. We almost went, if we had social media today, it would have went viral.
Wow.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pay because he made the beat. It was a sample from Blade Icewood. Shout out to Lil Blade and the whole Blade family. And it was one of the anthems of the city. No cap.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when we came on and we said that the original founders and the original members, you do consider yourself an original member, as part of the music group is concerned too as well.
I'm gonna say, streetwise, yes. Group wise, it was founded on Mansfield, and it contained all of the rappers you have today, as well as we. Long live Roc.
Okay.
That was literally. Me, Pay, Keys, Kid, Dre, Roc, we.
Okay, so it's
Chaz was there.
So like 7 or 8 members originally for the music end of it.
For the music end of it, yes.
Okay, and for as far as the whole thing as a whole.
The whole thing as a whole is about 40,
oh my
50
God,
people.
So
yeah, no, Doughboyz, we actually deep. You know what I'm saying? Doughboyz Cashout is actually a real brotherhood, a real mafia. I ain't gonna lie to you about that.
Wow, yeah, 40. Is everybody in this 40 group team rich, or is it like some of them are still like? How does that work, man?
I'm gonna just say, majority of us are well off.
Okay, I see.
We well off. We ain't complaining about.
I think
nothing.
like 2 of my friends have money or something.
Oh yeah,
and I have like 50 friends.
Oh man, I think you got a little more than that. You definitely balling.
You feel me? No, that's wild though. So you guys are pretty much living a lifestyle that people admire. Also, some people are living the lifestyle, and you're translating that into music. Talk about the first beginnings of the music career for you guys. How the music began.
Like I say, man, once again, the music, we were hated, bro. Like we was hated. Nobody like Doughboyz. Nobody like Cash Out Rich Niggas. We was hated, bro. That's how it originally started. We beefed with literally the entire West Side.
Yeah.
And you know, at the time, it was so many different cliques on the West Side, man. And we even took our talents on the East Side to be hated at the time too. It was before Team East Side. You know what I'm saying? We were hated literally by the entire city. And it would literally be a point in time where we couldn't go to not one party, and we showing up fresh as hell. Knew we gonna fight. We just knew we was gonna fight, but we fresh as hell. Everybody got Alva signs on, mink coats, glasses. You know what I'm saying? Brand new Air Forces or Tims or whatever the situation was at the time, Maury's, Prada, whatever. And we still showing up. That's one thing the city can't take from us as well. As much as we was hated, and as much as people didn't like Doughboyz Cashout at the time, they got to give us our respect, because before social media, if it wasn't social media back then, we was showing up to every party. And we was fighting. Some we won, some we lost. You know what I'm saying? But we showed up.
Who liked you guys?
Me.
Well, you guys were becoming. You guys weren't successful in the beginning. Like, you guys didn't find like people reciprocating the music, or like.
To be honest, it was a situation that had transpired where, we grown now. We can kind of talk about it, but it was like we had met up in this dark alley, and it literally became a shootout.
Wow.
And the only thing you seen was the sparks from guns. You feel what I'm saying? And the next morning, the you know what I'm saying, it was like a 25 way, because before then you couldn't FaceTime. You feel what I'm saying? But it was like a 25 way on the phone, and we got all our so-called enemies and some of the Doughboyz Cashout. We all on the phone, bro, and we just like, yeah, that night was crazy, bro. We gotta come to an end of this, bro, because somebody could have really died. And it was so crazy how it played out, because after we became cool and we end up terrorizing the city. So imagine the whole West Side coming together, and then out of nowhere, y'all end up falling out again. That's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? We came cool with everybody, and after that night, and it lasted for all of probably about, I'd say about 6 months, if that. You know what I'm saying? And then it went right back to the regular, the regular do, man. So
yeah,
the beginning part of it was kind of shaky, man. But as far as musically, when everybody became cool, everybody started giving that respect, and they started noticing the change, not only in the music and what we were doing musically, but just noticing the change within us. We were all growing up. You know what I'm saying? We were, we 16, 17 years old, man, but playing with thousands of dollars at kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a big deal. So. We did our thing as kids, man.
When you're talking about the shootout situation, you're kids at that age too, or is this a little bit older?
We was kids. We was kids, bro. I'm talking about, I think I was all of 16.
Wow.
I think I was all of 16. Like, I'm like 16, 17, tops. Yeah, that's the most I was. Yeah, we having real shootouts, bro. I'm talking about real shootouts. We 16. I'm talking about pumps, Mossberg pumps. I'm talking about 4.5s. Now, same thing with the kids today. You be like, damn, how they get a gun? You know what I'm saying? But we had guns too. You feel what I'm saying? And it really went down like that.
Do you remember what year that was, roughly the era of that time?
Man, 05?
Okay, so 05, you guys are going nuts as kids, basically. And, like, you guys have a phone call to kind of settle things, differences.
Yeah.
And then things turn sour again in the future.
Yeah.
Talk about the progression of the music and trying to deal with that at the same time.
To be honest, we were making the music for us. It was never for everybody else. We were really having fun making music. You feel what I'm saying? It just so happened that in the midst of making the music and being hated, and then dropping CDs and certain women hearing it, and the women taking them back to everybody else and they playing it. And now, at that time, I think YouTube was popping, so now YouTube is out, and everybody going to stream our shit on YouTube, and it just blew up. It really just blew up. It was nothing that was really planned. Like, we had to sit down and have a talk with each other. Like, hold on, bro. Like, it's shit starting to get a little serious. We about to start doing shows. We got XYZ going on. We about to start doing video. It started really progressing and blossoming in front of our faces before we even realized who we really were as artists. We were still street. You know what I'm saying? We were still stuck in the streets.
Yeah.
Bro, I even went off to college. You feel what I'm saying? I went off to college. I said it in my song, like, you know what I'm saying? I was playing football. I had a scholarship in football, and I fucked up with the scholarship because I was moving balls on the campus. You feel what I'm saying? I talked about my whole shit in my song. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got jammed up. I come back, and literally we on top. We literally top dog around the city. You feel me?
What year was it that you started noticing everything's popping off?
I noticed that in the summer I left, which is 07. I was back January.
So within a year?
6 months.
6 months from being locked up to coming out.
Not locked up. I was at school.
Oh, okay. At school.
I played football for ASU.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So by the time you come to school and come back.
Yeah, by the time I go to school, come back.
Yeah.
It's a whole different vibe.
You said about 2009?
No, at this point, it's like 2007.
2007. Yeah. Okay, so, wow. So coming back, you see the group's taking off. Now, how much of your music is involved in that? Are you totally, because you took that break, did any of the music transpire that wasn't part of yours?
All of it was, I think that was We Run the City 1. And at the time, it was Fell Off. If I Want to Buy the Bar, all of that was going on.
How much investment could you put into the music at that point? Now you're coming back and seeing it successful. Like, did you just totally dive into it?
At that time, I was completely broke. I caught a case. all type of shit. I was fucked up. I had to work at Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? I was bad, bro. You feel me? So, at that time, I was doing both, but luckily my brothers, whatever I had, whatever I didn't have, my brothers covered it and just broke bread.
But so, are you hearing your songs on the radio and working at Home Depot at the same time, like type shit?
No, remember at the time we weren't even getting radio play.
Oh, okay.
At the time we weren't even getting radio play. We was more so. I'm pushing buggies in the parking lot and it's a car pulling up, banging my music. He don't even know it's me. You feel me? Like that was the love that I was like, oh shit, I'm him right now. You feel me? Like we get some drive and I end up quitting Home Depot. You feel me? And really turned up and back in the streets again. You feel me? But it was different, man. That's
the funniest imagery to me about you guys is like when you were popping off and people didn't recognize your face yet.
Bingo.
It's like people were probably pushing you out of the way, like watch out. Like, but it's like you're listening to my music, turning up on me.
It's so crazy to this day. Right now, I still get that.
Yeah, people.
Because I'm not a person. I always been a person that's I'm behind the scene. I'm right there. You never know that I'm right there because I'm quiet. Not only am I quiet, I'm real anti when it comes to people that I don't. Number one, I don't know. Number two, I'm not very open to new people as much as I should be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a very closed person, but I'm the funniest, coolest cat you ever want to meet in life. You feel what I'm saying?
There's like that meme of it's one of the most famous memes of somebody standing in a corner at a party while everybody's dancing to a song, and you're like,
me.
Nobody knows I'm the one.
I got a picture, bro, in my phone right now. That's me. Literally standing. I'm in the. It's so crazy. We standing. We in a dressing room with Jeezy. Everybody else mingling. I'm literally in the corner. I'm gonna show it to you, bro. I'm literally in the corner to myself. I done had me about 2-3 shots. I'm feeling good. Yeah. I'm having a ball. You feel me? But everybody else mingling and socializing. I'm to myself. You feel me?
When you're noticing the music's popping off and you guys can do shows now and everything like that, you can leave your job at Home Depot.
I've been left it by that
time.
So
you've been left it by that time. Okay. So talk about actually getting involved in the scene and feeling like, okay, this is really working now.
I got indicted around that time.
Okay.
So, I was also in the streets heavy after that. You know what I'm saying? It's blossoming. We doing shows, XYZ. I'm making some of the shows. I'm missing some of the shows because I got my other businesses that I needed to take care of. But it's going crazy. It's doing its job. You know what I'm saying? By that time, I'm looking up. We getting calls from Tip. We getting calls from Jeezy. Tip introduced us to Jeezy. So it was just like, it was so much going on at one time. We couldn't believe it. And then we was damn near, for lack of better words, on that one list. You feel me? So we had to make a move fast so that we wouldn't incriminate ourselves when it came to what we were doing at the time. You know what I'm saying?
They were able to use the stuff in your lyrics in court?
We didn't necessarily, no. So they didn't know who I was out of town, and they still don't. I'm going to leave it at that. You feel what I'm saying?
Cool.
They never knew who I was for real. But eventually, of course, who I am now has not caught up to me. I say it that way.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. And now you're watching the group take off. Everything's happening. You're talking to Jeezy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Talk about how you felt. I know this is one thing that always kind of crossed my mind with Doughboy. There's so many people involved in the music. Mm-hmm. So like when it even came to the monetary end, how the hell are you guys splitting it? Because that's...
Well, keep it a buck. Keep it all the way 100. Like, so at the time when we were going through the signing stage, I was one of the ones that didn't get signed. I was one of the ones that didn't get signed. However, my brothers broke bread with me. You feel what I'm saying? It was a hard way to split it up, of course, but I was one of the ones that didn't get signed, mainly because I don't think Jeezy wanted me, number one. Number two, I was going through my case. I was going through a case. I was going through a case on top of my son being born, who is right over there right now. I was going through a case, and he was being born. So I was literally rock bottom, nothing, had to be under the radar, didn't know how to move, didn't know what to say, if I could say anything on the mic. Like, I was going through that stage, and how my brothers just pretty much comforted me and protected me and really brought me back in and showed me love. I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as how we broke it up and split it up was, they made sure that we really believe in the slogan. We always say, no brother greater than the other. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our slogans, and we live by that. And that's how it was. They broke bread accordingly. You feel me? It was the main rappers who you see today, and that's pretty much it. You feel me? They broke bread and made sure everybody was straight.
You hear so many horror stories of groups that don't do that, right? Where like one person will take off and leave everybody else behind, but you guys kept it together. Yeah. And that's really awesome to hear that. Now, after the case and everything like that, did you have to go away for a while?
No.
Okay.
Blessings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Favored, for lack of better words. I was really favored. I was one of the ones. I was able to escape by a hair follicle. You know what I'm saying? I literally escaped by a hair follicle. They never caught me hand to hand. They never caught me serving. It was nothing that they really caught me on. You know what I'm saying? They had 3 months to a year to pick me up. I was actually just in the house. What was in the house was always away from where I was at. They never could prove exactly where I was at, and they never had me hand to hand. They never had me face to face doing anything of the sort. So that's one of the major reasons why I was able to kind of walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Now, after that's delegated with and everything like that, how do you build your presence back? Is everybody signed by then? And
everybody signed by then. It's so crazy.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
We in the studio with Jeezy. And we did a song. It was on the mixtape that we released with Jeezy. That's how I got back into the music game, right then and there. It was so crazy. And then after that, by that time, I want to say that was, we dropped some CDs before then. We had just dropped Chances Make Champions.
Yes.
I had a few songs. That's when Ghetto Gold, Just Doing My Thing. I had another, was it a CD after that, right after that, Boy Forever. All of them was on there. And, that was my opening to right into the deal situation.
Okay.
And then when I got into the deal situation, when they got into the deal situation, they included me with that song. I mean, with one of the main songs that we did with YG and Jeezy that I so happened to sing on.
Yeah.
So that was my entrance back into the music. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's still times, even to this day, like, I know who I am, you know what I'm saying? And I love music as much as I love it. I'm one of those cats that you literally gotta call. Like, hey, man, come on to the studio. And when I get to the studio, I fuck around and make a masterpiece. But
yeah, I'm
so family oriented or dealing with my businesses, I choose not, I ain't gonna necessarily say to focus on music, but I have other things that was going on besides just music.
Right.
So.
Right. So for you, it wasn't like a dire need to be a part of what the greater scheme of things when it came to the music being successful.
It always was a dire need because that's something, music is what I love. Music is actually a passion. But at the time, I guess, having everybody see and respect your vision and where you're going with things, sometimes it might not add up. So sometimes you might have to step back and take your own approach to things. Yeah. And that's how some things worked. You know what I'm saying?
What was the environment like for you guys in the studio?
Oh man, we was crazy. To this day, hello, my name is Clay. I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Clay. And everybody in the group pretty much drink. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Ain't no coke heads, ain't no real weed heads. Everybody around us, man, they pretty much drink, man. They drink, man, and they have fun. And when you're in the studio, sometimes we had women around, sometimes majority of the time we didn't, but it was the vibe of just fellowshipping with my brother and laughing, telling stories, making good music, having fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I miss a lot of those times. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, sometimes we be in this, sometimes, I ain't gonna say nowadays, but it's been times where we'd be in the studio and be kind of dry. And, it'd be like, damn, man, like, bruh, what you on? You know what I'm saying? But majority of the time when we're in the studio, it's great vibes, man. It's literally fun to hang with Pay. He's funny as fuck. It's fun to hang with Kid. He's funny as fuck. Keith, funny as hell. Like, we really, like, it's so crazy. The characters that y'all see in the music is really them. And for them to act it out sometimes, and like Pay, he be kind of serious. He talk his hustle music, but when he open up to you, if he talking to you, he a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Maine the same way, Scooch the same way. These are really characters, man. They real funny, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
and they're enjoyable to be around.
Yeah, it's
great people to be around.
No, I watch the interviews, man. You can just totally tell, like, humble, cool, cats,
smooth.
Man. When you guys are in the studio, now one of my favorite songs, man. I'll get into something I want to talk about later with your style of music, but it's completely different. The way you sing, the way you put it on the track is I've never heard anything like it. I fell in love. First song I heard, I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" Was Grind to Shine when I heard you break right through it. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like this is I remember I asked my cousin, "What the fuck song was that?"
Yeah,
look it up, and I couldn't find it for like 2 weeks. I was spelling 2 instead of 2. Anyway, the point is, what was that day in the studio like, man? I need to know how that went. Like, how did you come up with everything that you came up with?
So it's so crazy. So I would literally, when that song came out, that song fell off, and Satisfied, I was literally walking through the cold, pushing buggies, doing push-ups in a parking lot of Home Depot on 7 Mile, on Myers, no cap. And I was just literally going through it like, man, I grind to shine, got big money all on my mind. So you know what I'm saying? I'm really going through it. But I'm really, that's what was going on in my head at the time. Now, mind you, I had 10 bows in the goddamn Lincoln. So I'm working and I'm still working at the same time. It was just something I was going through at the time. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just me trying to like just not only push myself to continue to work, but also not forget what the main objective was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I came up with.
You know, from my perspective, when I'm hearing that, and I'm thinking about you when you're singing it, I'm thinking you're balling out at that moment. Like, you're going crazy.
I
like,
wish.
In my mind, I'm thinking like a straight up gangster is telling me right now in his Cadillac to get your ass up and get to work.
You're bingo.
But you were at Home Depot thinking of this song, pushing carts.
I'm just like you, bro. I put my pants on the same way you do. If I had $1 million, I'd probably still be the same way, bro.
Man,
no
that's
cap.
so crazy.
No cap, bro. I literally get up every morning. I'm up at 6 every morning, bro. You know? Number one, I got to take my kids to school. That's number one. But before then, I was always like this because I was either down there doing my thing. My phone jumped from 6 to 6, literally. And really sometimes past that.
When I was gonna say something else, I stopped talking about it, but I was gonna bring it up because it is a little bit negative. But when The Mob is another one of my favorite songs, where you break in out of nowhere, like literally out of it's almost humorous, like how you come into the song to me, but it's so legendary.
Facts.
But I'm playing it for my cousin. He's like, "That's the only part of the song I hate." And I'm like, what? This is the best part of the fucking song. Mikey, man, I'm telling you, this shit, I'm just for you. But did you feel that like you were doing something completely different? So did you feel like the love-hate, or how'd you feel about your style?
So for my style and everything, I get a lot of people that say they hate the way I sing.
Man.
Which is cool with me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still listening to it.
Yeah.
You got no choice but to. And the reason being is because if it wasn't for my sound, technically speaking, you wouldn't know a lot of the stuff that's going on now. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, with me just popping out of nowhere was so perfect and so like just random for everybody. They always knew that my sound was unique.
Yeah.
And that's just how I always loved it. Like I come out of nowhere on every song. Even like the outro, it's amazing, crowds going crazy. Yeah. When we pull up, we snatch another nigga lady. Yeah. Lord Christian, how you looking like an Asian? It just came out of nowhere, and it was random. You know what I'm saying? And then Roc come on. You know, it was every verse that I really had has always been some out the blue type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Which was me personally, I love it like that.
Same here. I love the dynamics. Like everybody brings something completely different.
Completely different.
I feel like when Kid comes on the track, like everything gets amplified for a minute. I feel like when you come on, it's like a smooth, but it can be aggressive or it can be really chill.
Yeah.
You know, I know Payroll was making like a lot of the beats too, man.
Oh man, shout out to Pay, man. Pay the guru with a goddamn beat making. I ain't gonna lie. Like he made the first 4, 5, maybe all of them, be honest with you, he made pretty much majority of the beats through my whole music career.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a buck with you. He made majority of the beats no matter what. And he's still making beats to this day.
Yeah. Like you have one of the highest, like one of the best producers of all time and artists of all time from Detroit creating something for you guys. Like here's the beats.
Yeah.
These are legendary beats.
So
these
crazy.
Are just normal beats.
It's so crazy. Pay will come up with the hook for you right there too. Man. Don't get that twisted either. Pay cold with the writing. He cold with the writing. He was one of those ones. He like, bro, if he got a vision, whatever his vision was for that particular beat, he will let you know. Now it's up to you to write to it. Now sometimes if you wrote to it and it wasn't right, he'd come back, hey, bro, you could have said it better like this or something. You know what I'm saying? But Pay is definitely he's a great producer.
How do you guys think you became musically inclined? to understand how to make a great song?
To be honest, I think it was just trial and error.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I don't think none of us still have that formatted. To be honest with you. Because to us, no matter what song we make, it's a hit.
Yeah.
We were like, all right, this song might be this song might take us a little further than that one, but they all hits in our eyes. And we've never looked back or to say that this song wouldn't make it. Now, we got, man, between, I'm going to just say the 7 of us, 8 of us, is probably 100, maybe 200 songs, if not more. Key's got 7 mixtapes right now ready to drop on his own, just by himself. I know Pay probably got 2 or 3 put to the side on his own. I know Kid was working on one. Scooch got one. I got like 2 or 3 on my own. Yeah. Man, and that's just within us that I know of. Dre got like 3 or 4 of them that he's sitting on because he's doing it. You know, Dre is heavy in the dispensary game now. Man, we got so much music amongst each other. We got enough music to put out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like, how we still don't know how to technically pick and choose what songs is what. So we all take our time and just put what we think is best, what the streets would like out. And we just leave it like that.
Yeah. Talk about the hardest parts of being involved in the group and talk about the times that were the toughest collectively for you guys.
The toughest is losing brothers.
Yeah. I know Roc was, I watched one of your interviews where you talk about that and how it kind of put you in the backseat for a second. Yeah,
that's, for me, it still don't sit right. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's fresh. It's just happened yesterday. Josh as well, you know what I'm saying? That's my little brother, you know what I'm saying? I love him to death. Like, it was so much unsaid between me and Josh. I love him to death. I wish I can go back and talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Roc, man, you know what I'm saying? It's still so much, man, that not said and wish I could say. Just say it that way. This Keys right here.
Oh, for sure.
Keys. Man, where this shit at? I'm in an empty building or something. No, you ain't at an empty building. It's on the corner. I'm about to Clay, go get Keys. Oh, you got him? P about to. Yeah, no, yeah. If you buy my car, that's cool. Okay, P about to walk out and come get you. I'm by that truck that's sitting right there. That's semi. I mean, not a semi, box truck. All right.
That's cool. Keys pulling up, man.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, you want to just wait for him to get in?
I mean, it's up to you. Right?
Oh, yeah. We'll wait for him because they're gonna interrupt whatever we have to talk about. This is, man, I'm so happy you're here, bro.
Oh,
man,
crazy, appreciate it, man.
Shit, I can't wait to send this to my cousin. My cousin's a huge fan of your music, bro.
Oh,
like,
man.
I'm a huge fan too, but like, he's the type where he doesn't believe any of this shit. He's like, how the fuck did you get to talk to anybody like Doughboyz?
Because this is definitely different, bro. Like, for me, I swear to you, I watched you every day for like 3 weeks post Cash Doll.
Yeah.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if this motherfucker, if she ain't responded yet, I don't think she gonna respond.
Yeah.
And to see her come sit and have a conversation with you, I'm like, he did it.
Hey,
what it's gonna be like?
Yeah, it was like a Super Bowl celebration.
What's up, King? Oh, let's wait, brother.
What's up, King? What's up, bro? You with the music, I'm thinking of like the good fellas from Joe Pesci.
Oh yeah, they lining you up. Goodfellas, Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Saddest scene in the goddamn movie.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, that scene fucked me up. And Casino too, man. They put him in a ditching Casino, man. Shit was fucked up. Are we back on? We're rock and rolling? Yeah, man. We're talking about the different type of style you deliver to. Even if your own music now that I really listen to, you had a song with Nisha and Shay that dropped that.
Fire.
Killed me. I was like, man, you're still just knocking it out the damn park.
Fire. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Nisha got some work. Hey, Nisha. We gotta do more work. Yeah, it's going down. Yeah, me and Nisha, I fuck with Nisha.
Talk about how you've been incorporating yourself with the newer wave of music.
Man, I don't think it's nobody in the new wave that I haven't worked with. Even the East Side. We once everything was reconciled between us. I'm some of the solid people, bro. There's some solid people, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done songs with Vez. I got songs with Peasy. Me and Webbo, we talk. Tizzle, I had songs with Tizzle before he passed. Sada, I haven't worked with Sada just yet, but I worked with Skilla. I worked with so many the new wave of Detroit is crazy, bro. And I really enjoy working with them more. You know what I'm saying? Because they hungry for it. They're excited. They're driven to do something to take this music and to take Detroit to a whole nother place that we never been to yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sada, what's up, nigga? I want my song. I'm looking for it. Baby Money, I'm on your ass. You feel me? But other than that, like, man, like, I fuck with them, man. I love their music, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I bang them regularly.
Do you feel like when you walk in a room and you're talking to, Vezo and you're talking to Peasy and everybody, they look at you as like a legend, I'm sure.
Pretty much. It's so crazy. They treat me as such, man. And I appreciate the love because I look at them the same way.
Yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying? We come from two different sides. We were hungry for something and we had problems at a point in time that was nothing. And as men came together, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably talk to some of them more than I talk to my own people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love, man. And that's what I get from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were talking about Roc for a little while and how that kind of turned into something that did you lose a part of the love for the music when Roc passed away?
For sure. And
talk about how you got yourself to start moving forward after that.
At the end of the day, it's something that Roc would want. You know what I'm saying? He don't want nothing. He would never tell us to stop our greatness, or you know what I'm saying? He would never want it all about him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Roc has never been all about him, ever. He's never always been about him. It was always how to build and better himself as well as the group. You know what I'm saying? And just trying his best to elevate as a man and make his brothers step up as men. You know what I'm saying? He was always one of the ones that taught me and him were unity. We believed in unity. You know what I'm saying? Keeping everybody together, staying close. So to lose a part of me that preached on that's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like once again, that's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just no regular person. I have to deal with that outside of music. You feel what I'm saying? Outside of friendship. You know, I still had to go home and deal with the family issues on top of that. You know what I'm saying? It's way more than just rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it hits a little different for me.
Yeah, it's family too.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just the entertainment side of things.
Yeah.
When you guys, when the deal got signed between your brothers and stuff like that, and you're moving on, talk about the process of moving along with them at the same time working on your career. Now, do you kind of feel separate at that time, or how did the deal kind of work?
Once again, I did feel a little separate. However, my brothers did a good job of making me feel included. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was, like I said, I didn't sign no deal. My brother signed the deal. You know what I'm saying? They got cheese off that. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't get what they got, but they made sure they broke bread with me. You feel what I'm saying? So I could never be mad at them for that. And it was up to me at that time to do what I was supposed to do as a man and strap my nuts on and do what I was supposed to do as far as my music career goes. You know what I'm saying? And I think I did good with doing such. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember at that time, too, like I say, I was fighting a case. I was having a kid. My life was in shambles around that time, So for my brothers to even insinuate as much as they did, I was grateful for it. Because I think back now, like, I was in a lost place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So. Now, when you're walking through, do you feel still the same amount of success, though? Do you feel like your name is rising at the amount you expected after, you're kind of... your brother's signed and you're kind of having to work on your own at that point to some degree?
I was still who I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was still who I was. That never changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still got the same love, if not more. You know what I'm saying? I was still him. You know what I'm saying? That never changed. And my brothers made sure that I didn't feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always 100% included in whatever was going on, no matter what.
Talk about some of the moments that really shine to you when you're coming through with your group and you guys are reaching this amount of success.
My first one would be Summer Jams. Yeah. The first Summer Jam we ever did. And we performed Ghetto Gold. That's one. Boom.
Yeah.
And I did Doing My Thing. We did Ghetto Gold. Fire. Then the next, I believe I want to say, it was right before we was signed. We had did a show at the old Silver Dome. And I think it was Rick Ross. This was when Meek Mills had just popped. Fire. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was pandemonium, and especially when we came on the stage, it was crazy. And then the next one will be when they actually signed a deal. You know what I'm saying? When they signed a deal and they brought us out on stage, that was monumental for me. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud not only for myself, because whatever my brother got, I would never take from him. You know what I'm saying? I was happy as hell to hear the nigga say, "Oh yeah, we just signed," and so it made me feel good. You feel me? They ain't just signed. They never singled nobody out at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was strictly Doughboyz Cashout. So that was just a beautiful feeling. Yeah. It was like shit. We on now. You know what I'm saying? And that was monumental and a peak for elevation as far as what I saw within our music career at the time. And then I have a few more, man. But I could talk all day long.
That's why we're here. It's a podcast, man.
I had another one where we did a show at the Gucci concert.
Yeah.
And, man, all of us was on stage. It was crazy. We did that. I think I did an airbrushed outfit that day. It was sweet as hell to me. Man, it was just epic, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna go on about all of it.
No, it's cool, man. It's like it's cool to hear like the success part of it, because a lot of times when people come on here, they always say how the newer generation of music, maybe stemming from like 2015 till now, was only able to do it because you guys laid the footprint. Like you guys laid it down for everybody else to kind of build off of and reap the benefits from. Do you guys feel like Doughboyz Cashout received the benefits? Do you guys feel like you received what you deserved as far as everything you put out?
I feel like we opened the door.
Yeah.
I feel like we opened the door. I feel like we still don't get as much recognition as we should. As far as we get the love, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But to be on that pedestal is different. You know what I'm saying? We definitely beyond pioneers. Like, we were the pioneers for sure, so why not the pioneers get love? You gonna give it to Jay-Z? You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not looking for it from the city. We have to do our job a little more musically, say it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we sitting on so much music, so much talent within us, we haven't even released everything yet.
Do you feel like when you look at Payroll's career and when you look at Kid's career and you compare it to Doughboyz Cashout as a whole, do you feel like they somehow reached a different level of success compared to the group in its entirety?
No.
So you feel like Doughboyz Cashout was bigger than the singular careers of...
In all actuality, I would never say it was bigger. I just feel I look at their careers as the same. If we drop a tape right now, I guarantee you it's gonna look the same as Pay Look. You feel what I'm saying? Bro just walked in right now. You feel what I'm saying? He iced the fuck up just like bro. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't matter. We not counting each other's pockets. You feel what I'm saying? We just happy to shine together. Yeah. And that's always what it's been. And that's always what it will be. You know what I'm saying? No brother greater than the other.
When you guys put out music now, is it incorporated still in the group as much? Or do you guys have stuff that nobody knows about going on?
You say individually? Do we?
No, like as a group, like that we don't know about right now. Is something new coming?
We got enough. I'll say it that way. We got tapes, man. We sitting on so much music, bro. I'll be lying if I said 200-300 songs. Like I'll be lying if it wasn't 200-300 songs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's literally that much music that the world, I ain't gonna necessarily say won't hear, but it's just songs that we're sitting on. You know what I'm saying? Collectively, the group-wise, we for sure have a mixtape or two done. Yeah. Right now.
When's it dropping, man? Where's it at? What's happening?
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
We gotta talk to the powers to be now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hold-up is on that, but we definitely got a lot of music, man. We got a lot of music. A lot of music. That man right there got 7 CDs ready for you right now.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you're listening to the newer wave of music. You're listening to how it's put down. Did you guys try to
transition with them?
Yeah,
of course, and we always will. You know what I'm saying? We are. I ain't gonna say we millennial, baby. What's the one after millennials?
Nick, you would probably know.
Gen Z.
I think is it Gen Z or
what year were you born?
I'm 89.
89.
Yeah.
That's millennial. I'd say.
That's a millennial.
I'm 87. I consider myself
a millennial, and that's the age bracket of the transitions, because in our age bracket we pretty much witnessed all the transitions.
Yeah, the big one was from from like going outside playing like a normal kid.
Yeah,
To, like, just everybody
the
around.
internet and all of that shit.
I saw both.
Exactly. So we've seen both. We've also witnessed the 9/11s, the COVID. We witnessed so much in this generation, so we're able to transition easily. I'm saying all that to say we're able to transition so easily. So we're in that time zone musically where it's easy for me to go and make a song with Sada. It's easy for me to go and make a song with Baby Money.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to go make a song with Vezo. I literally can diverse myself to either one, you know what I'm saying, and blend and make it be what it's supposed to be.
When they drop these like charts and whatever, the top 20 artists of Detroit, top whatever, and you see all the names and stuff like that, it is mostly the newer generation that's still up there. You still see the Vezo, you still see the Payroll, you still see guys who've been doing it for a while and whatnot. Now you're saying you can incorporate it with them. Do you remember a point where you started feeling like you were on the decline of being, included in those lists and everything like that? Do you remember what year it was?
I never made a list.
You never made the list?
I never made a list. I don't get a lot of recognition around here, but I ain't looking for it either. But the streets know. For me, that's good enough. But at the end of the day, at some point, when is enough gonna be enough and be like, oh yeah, Clay him. You feel what I'm saying? But I never felt a decline because I've always been who I was. It's just whether or not I've actually put music out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah, like, so when you stop putting music out as much as when you notice, like, okay, it's harder to stay in tune with what's going on right now. And
I've never been out of tune.
Okay.
I've never been out of tune because the people that are in tune, I've always been in contact with. So I may not have put out my own CD, but guaranteed I didn't make. Cash Doll just dropped the CD, a week ago?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
You might not see my name on it, but you will hear my voice guaranteed.
Why isn't your name on it, man?
Hey, man, talk to the powers to be, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk to the powers to be.
Shit going on in the background.
Yeah,
I don't
talk to the
understand
powers to be, but yeah.
That's crazy. How many songs have you been a part of that were hits that nobody even knows that you weren't credited on or anything like that?
Oh, man, it'll be a few. It'll be a few.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can go on. I can name, but that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But
I see.
It's a lot.
At the end of the day, Doughboyz Cashout, you feel like should have got more recognition than it did, and your plan right now is to make sure that does happen.
Doughboyz Cashout will forever be one of the greatest.
Yeah.
And as long as I got breath in my lungs, I'm gonna rip that to the fullest, man. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? No man greater than the other. Forever my brother.
For sure, man. You got to come back again, man.
I would love to, man. Yeah. It's so much, man. We got to kick it. I didn't got comfortable.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me see what's going on. Let me see, man. We still got good 8. What do you want to bring up that I haven't brought up, man? What do you want to dive into?
Man, I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about.
I definitely want to talk about how when I heard Good Ass Day by Kid, and I know it says Doughboyz Cashout in it.
Yeah, facts.
So that always confused me because it's like it's a one person song and all that.
But if you notice on all of our CDs, majority of us have singles.
Yeah.
Everybody has a single. Pay always had a single. What was it? Mob Life. He had Mob Life. He had what was the other one? Chain on My Dresser.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kid had Good Ass Day. And also Ghetto Go, if you want to call it a sing, because he only one rapped on it, I just sung on it. Scooch had one, Maine had one, Roc had one, all the Beast Modes, you know what I'm saying? Those were all singles, but it will only be one, it will be the 4 rappers with a single, or 5 rappers with a, or because I consider myself as a rapper at this point, but it'll be the 4 rappers and a singer with a single, and then the rest will be all of the songs together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was fire. You know, it was just, and it blended so well because you never really paid attention to it.
Yeah.
You just knew that on every CD, one of them songs was gonna be your favorite. You know what I'm saying? Or if not all, you know, it was great.
When you're looking at the scene right now, who are you looking at and going like, this is a person that I'm really like appreciating their music or their sound or their style? And don't say everybody, man, because I know everybody's gonna say everybody. But who do you really look at and go like, damn, that really is something I can vibe with from the new generation?
From the new generation.
Yeah.
From the new generation. That's fire.
Yeah, it's straight heat.
Do they have to be popping or?
No, it don't matter.
I would say MDB Vine, E Modest. I would say Skilla Baby, Baby Money.
Yeah.
Period.
And the music you got with Skilla Baby, man, that's the coolest thing because that's like a transition from this side to that side.
Man,
Talk
what?
About,
about 5-6 songs with Skilla.
Talk about it, man. Talk about how the process came together.
We met up at Cold Cash Black Basement.
Yeah.
Man, it was so crazy. I had did a song called Champagne Tears, and I didn't know what to name the song at the time. And Skilla like, dog, he listening to the lyrics of the song as I'm rapping them. He just sitting in the basement. He waiting on his session. And he like, dude, name this bitch Champagne Tears, bro. He like, dog, he's like, it's perfect for it. And and I was gonna go on in the song, and you know, after I said Champagne Tears and say some other stuff, we literally cut half of the hook and just literally sung Champagne Tears through the whole song. And it was fire, and it was because of Skilla. And then after that, he was just like, bro, I want to work with you, bro. I'm fucking with you. And we did like a few songs after that. I didn't go say I didn't know who he was, but I really didn't know him to be him at that time, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up building our own little relationship through Black Basement, man. And that was crazy. And I fuck with bro. I fuck with him.
I did notice a lot of the beats I was listening to today too. Cold Cash is a huge part of it.
Definitely.
He really compliments your style.
Definitely,
like
bro.
totally compliments your style.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish he was here now because you know he moved away. He ended up getting a deal too. So I wish he was still here though. That was one of my best friends. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I still talk to him.
When I listen to this song, I think it's called "Broke" by Doughboyz Cashout. The end of it is like basically telling somebody you're a failure or some type of
he's just talking shit.
Yeah, talking shit. So give me the insight on talking shit, because basically it's like you're yelling at somebody, but who are you really yelling at? Who are you telling like get out your mom's basement?
Everybody who was in their mom's basement. Everybody who had a problem, everybody who thought wrong, everybody who was talking crazy about Doughboyz Cashout at the time, and they was fucked up. Even if you was rich, because it's a lot of rich bums out here too. You know that. You know, a lot of these niggas be having a lot of money and still stay in their mom's basement right now. So we talking to all of them. We talking to all of them niggas that ain't really, you know, they look good on Instagram, but ain't really about shit in real life. You feel what I'm saying? You go to them niggas, yeah, we talk about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're not talking about me.
Listen, I know you up. Matter of fact, let me hold $20.
All right, but listen, when I'm listening to it, I'm listening to your music. Sometimes I'm getting offended. I'm like, man, who are you talking to, boy? Like, what's happening right now? Like, why?
Know, they love our disrespectful asses.
Yeah.
Keith said it back in 2005. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We did an interview back then. It's just, man, we are who we are, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't changing for nobody. That's just what it was.
I was listening when I was telling you, Grant to Shine's one of my favorite. When I put that song on, I did feel like I could just bump shoulders at anybody and not care. And when a lot of people come on, they always talk about how they would walk the streets with a different like attitude, like a kind of a violent attitude, not violence in like that sense, but very aggressive. Like, man, look around.
I get it all the time.
When you go in the studio, are you thinking about how to really make people feel that way? Like, how do you want to translate your music to people? Like,
whatever vibe I'm in, whatever mode I'm in. For Grind and Shine, it was literally just that. I grind to shine, got big money on my mind. And I'm stressing them. I'm going through it. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what I might do to get this money right now. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't selling my soul in my booty hole, I don't give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga could die tonight, right now. I swear to God. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's just what I was in. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I was going through at the time.
Making music that can literally change somebody's
life. And it's always somebody with music. It's always somebody that can relate to you, man. Yeah. There's always somebody that's going through it, or their situation is way different than yours. You feel what I'm saying? Like and they going through it just as hard as you. You know what I'm saying? They can always relate to you, bro. That's why I love music.
When people talk about Doughboyz Cashout and Team Eastside, then they look at Street Lords and they look at Rock Bottom and stuff like that as a reference. Some people didn't become fans of Doughboyz and Team Eastside because of the fact that it reminded them too much of these older groups.
Facts.
And do you see that it was that the influence from you guys? And I know Blade is obviously a huge influence to everybody, but talk about the influences that got you guys' music across.
The Street Lords definitely played a big part in our life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our family members are Street Lords and stuff like that, or hung around them for sure. So it was like that's their music influenced us for sure. As far as the beef and the problems, we never got. We come on, we grown. You know what I'm saying? At that point, whatever they got going on is different from what we got going on, and it's just so crazy. Like we was just talking about earlier, that as time progressed, you almost saw another problem of such with the Doughboyz and Team East Side. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, once again, being men, something that I ain't gonna necessarily say that the street lords and they problem that, not saying they didn't come across or be able to handle their situations in a different way. We just handled our situations in a different way, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But on the musical tip too, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And look how it blossomed, and look how the whole city has come together, technically speaking. I ain't gonna say after it, but look like majority of the city work together now. You know what I'm saying? East or west, you know what I'm saying? Everybody coming together, and they doing what's better for the community. When I say community, I mean Detroit and East and West. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like bridging the gaps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's the crazy part, is that you guys made it this way, where like people watched what happened with you guys musically and with everything involved in the entertainment as well, and knew that like stay away from this part, do this part.
Facts.
But really, if you think about it, there hasn't been a group as big as your group. Like I know I'm gonna get in trouble saying that, but like as big as your group to how big it was as far as members involved as well, that as successful as you guys were now. Like I can't look around and be like, that group reminds me of Doughboyz Cashout, or there is a group out in Detroit that is really keeping it all together, and everybody in it's a killer, like real killer.
Meech said it a long time ago, man. It'll never be a group as big as us. You know what I'm saying? And for some odd reason, I'm almost believing it. You know what I'm saying? But with us, man, like I say, man, the By Luck brand itself, man, is way deeper than just music, bro. So. Only thing we ain't had yet is a family reunion. You feel me? What I'm saying? We do have family reunions regularly, and if it ain't just taking the kids out, we hang out and do whatever we gonna do amongst each other. That's just it.
Yeah, man.
So
no, I understand. Maybe the reunion can be here. If you guys are ever down, we'll get some extra couches out, man.
They pull them out and have everybody say, "Come on."
Yeah, no, we'll go crazy.
Yeah, that's what I can bet.
Look, bro, it's really been an honor to have you. And listen, you're gonna be back. I'm gonna make you an honorary guest. I only have 4 honorary guests.
Appreciate
I'm gonna add you to the list.
Appreciate
You can come on whenever you want. You just give me a call. And I'm schedule this because I know we got way more to talk about.
Oh,
it's like
talk for days. Yeah.
It's like Goodfellas, man. We're gonna try to hone in a certain area of time. Keep people focused on that.
Okay.
But we're gonna break into more stuff the next time you come on here. Is there any projects you want to promote before we sign off?
Man, I'm promoting everybody's stuff, man. Make sure y'all go get the new pay. Make sure y'all go get new kids shit, man. Make sure y'all go get new school shit. Dre, look out for Keys, look out for Clay. It's a lot of music being made. Man, go get the whole Detroit, man. Go get Cash Doll, new shit. Everybody that's dropping this year, man. Make sure y'all support. Make sure y'all go show love, man. Make sure you support y'all own, man. Period.
Yeah. My boy, man, thank you so much for being a part of this. Legendary Doughboy Clay's in the building, man. Listen, your style of music again, bro.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
I love everybody in the Doughboys, but I swear to God, I'm
the most unique one.
No, you're my favorite one to listen to when it comes on, man. I know, but you guys can still come through. Don't hate me for saying that, but you are my favorite one to listen to, man. I really love the distinguishable sound, and I really resonate with it. Every time you come on, man, my energy changes. So it's an honor to have you here again. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. Hilo Visuals is shooting these productions. We're out. Peace.